Recording. Okay, hello everyone. And today will be the last session. After today, we will be meeting on Monday. That is Monday. Sorry, which day that is coming? Monday of 10th. Yeah, 10th. We will be meeting on 10th. And yeah, okay, let's start. Now, could everyone open Postman on the systems, please? Open Postman, and yeah, could everyone open Postman on the system? Once
Hi
the post,
Ashish, opening. है ना? We are going.
yeah,
Open.
yeah, take your time, Ankit. No worries, take your time. What today we will be doing? The first step, what we will be doing is we will be creating our own documentation. We'll be creating our own documentation for the collection that we have created and for all the what do I say all the requests that we have ran. If anyone has a collection where if you have added if you have created any negative test scenarios, if you have created any negative test, not scenarios, negative requests, negative scenario requests, then choose that collection. It will be more beneficial. Like not only the positive ones, if we have added any negative scenarios, then choose that particular collection. Like if I want to say for the example, in here there is one collection where I have added user. This is a positive one, but blank username and password, which is a negative scenario. Invalid password, negative scenario. If you have any collection where the requests have included with the negative ones, choose that collection, please. So is the postman opened and the collection has been selected? Okay, still.
Ashish, one thing I was, if we already have collections that, or we have to create a new.
No, the existing one, any existing one.
Actually, I don't have because actually I don't have
Oh,
now.
okay. Then please follow. Yeah, you can practice from tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Rini, you also, if you do not have any collection which does not have any request, then please do follow. If you do have one, then that would be great. Okay.
Okay.
I don't have any collection, but I made it a one
So,
request that is negative. It's okay. I'll see first, then I'll do it. Yep.
sorry, sorry. Okay, is this Renu?
Yes.
Okay, the name I thought. Oh, no. Okay, great. Okay, so now once everyone has opened their collection, sorry, Postman, and have the collection handy. Now what we're gonna do here is we're gonna run our request. So let's do one thing. Let me go to this and close all tabs and take one of the small collection which has okay, I'll take this collection as go ahead and run all the requests in that particular collection. Go ahead and run all the requests and make sure that all the requests are giving a response as expected. There is no error in the response. You might have created some folder where all the like in this way add get all products, update a product, delete a product. So just go ahead and run all these requests, please. So let me select this one only. I'll delete this Google one. Yeah. And add a product. Okay. Get a single product. Okay. Okay. All products. Okay. Then update a product. Just okay. There's only one thing, random int. Okay, here we are not getting this. Let me change this to product number. So, yeah. Okay. So is all the requests ran in that particular collection? Just we need to select the request and click on send. That is all we need to do. Is it completed? Is it done, completed, or still working on it?
Still working, Ashish?
Okay, okay. One has completed yet.
Yes, it's all done.
Oh, done. Okay, great. Yeah. So once you have done that, what I request you to all do is we are just touching, we are just using the inbuilt script. I mean, we can say it's an automation script, an inbuilt automation script written by Postman team. So we will be using two to three scripts of them in our requests. Okay, in our request. This is the first time we are doing it. So what we need to do here is we need to go to scripts tab. Please go to scripts tab. Okay, here if you can see this snippet section, the on the right hand side we have snippet section. In here I mean the mouse wheel is broken for me, but if you can scroll down, you will be seeing an option which is called as status code. Okay, so you just need to click in here in the scripts tab, and that should be under post response. Because why exactly it should be under post response? Because we we are checking the response. We are checking the response that we are getting is valid or not, is correct or not. So for that particular reason, our test scripts, our test code, I can say test code, should be under this post response section. So please make sure you select post response and not pre request, post response. So please select post response and make sure that it is clicked over here. I mean, the cursor is blinking here. Then select status code on the right hand side. If you see, yeah, I cannot make it more. um, not- okay. If you see status code is 200. Click on that, please. Click on that option. And once you click on it, you will see something, I mean, some data which is populated over here. Please do not worry about this. Please do not worry about this. We will be definitely discussing about this in the automation part. But as of now, the only thing which you need to do here is just whatever the status code number that you see in here, change that number in here. If you see it's 200, then it should be 200 here and 200 here. Both in both the places. I mean, here it should be 200. Here also it should be 200. And then save it. Okay, just once, just once. I'm deleting it because I already have it. So just once. In the same way, go to add a product here as well, but here we are getting 201. So it should be 201 here and 201 here. So please make sure you add this one, which is okay, thank God I got it. Status code is 200. Status code is 200. Just click on it. It should be reflected in this post response scripts section under scripts tab. And if this code is 201, change it to 201. If the code is 200, change it to 200. If the code response is 404, change it to 404 here and 404 here. Can we do that, please? And also check for JSON equal to string content type. JSON value. Okay. Can someone share the screen, please? I just want to see if someone who has Postman opened. Can someone share the screen, please? Hello. Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you, Renu. Could you open Postman? Especially opened. You just need to click on ignore first. Now, good. Now, will you please click on Postman?
Yep.
Okay. Now, can on the right hand side where it says snippets, can you scroll down, please? Are you able to scroll down using your
No,
mouse wheel, or
because what I did, I just drag and drop like that.
yeah? I mean that is one of the option because we do have. I mean, this. I mean you. There's no option for you to scroll down at all,
No,
right? Using your
no,
mouse wheel button, can you use?
it's like that.
Okay. Can someone try if they are using mouse? Can someone try if using the mouse wheel button, can they scroll down to the very bottom of the snippet section? Anyone. So the reason is not able to use the trackpad as well. The trackpad also doesn't work. There's one more option which is, I mean, which this has. Mm, okay. Let me get it from. No worries. Okay, I think can I get it from a different scripts? Response time. Okay, so this should work. Let me copy and paste this in the chat. And this one,
Ashish, should
yeah,
I stop it?
yes, please. Yes,
Mm.
thank you. Mhm. Okay, this should not let me copy and paste these. And let me and can you please paste this response? Okay, I think I've given it. Let me delete this and okay, let me ignore the top ones. Ignore the ones. Wait, okay. Sure. Mm, yeah, no, hopefully this should be. Okay, got it, understood. Hmm, haven't changed here. Hmm, changed it here. Okay, so let's tablet and paste it. Mm, okay. Okay. Now, can you please go ahead and paste this in one of the response? That's more than enough. Huh? And then you can try it on other requests. Paste it in any one request, as I did. Paste it in any one request. So there should
Should we
be
paste?
three. Yeah, yes, please. Copy them.
Yeah, should
Copy those two,
all of
and
them? Mhm.
not
All
not the top, the ones which I said ignore. Don't do that. Only
the last.
the last two sections. Yeah.
Okay.
Which one is this part? This is the part. This is the only part that need to be copied and pasted in the request. Any one request is more than enough. So once that is done, what I request everyone to do is click on save, then click on send. Click on send and see if the test results tab says 3 of 3 passed, and it should also say passed and passed. Does it say this? Anyone?
Test results 2 by
Uh,
3.
okay, what is a failure?
Um, Recipe with ID add not found.
Add not found. Recipe with ID. Okay, ID. Okay, ID. What is the ID number that you are giving, please? Recipe with
It's
ID.
nothing here. He said like it's only messages
Uh,
came recipe with ID add not found.
For me, it's past.
all passed, right?
Yeah.
Great. Okay,
Response
Alex.
time is less than 1000 and
Yeah,
the past content type present.
yes, I'll be explaining each of those. But let me look at Renu's system, why exactly it is giving that error. Then we will come and discuss this test results, and also we will be creating our own documentation, but only for testing purposes. I'll also explain why we need a documentation. Okay. So Renu, could you please share your screen? Let me
Yes,
see
yes.
why exactly this one failed. Your okay. Recipes you have. Okay. Put. Okay. Renu, could you please let me know when you're using a put request?
Mm.
What exactly? What is mandatory when you're using a put request? When you're sending a put request, what all
It's
are mandatory?
uh
Body.
put means
Yes,
yes
correct,
body.
correct.
Yes.
Great, Nadia. So do we have body in the put request?
No.
Then definitely it will fail.
Then it should be get then.
How? Now you're updating a recipe, right?
Yes.
Then it should be put only. Why you will
Put.
change it to get?
Mm-hmm.
The body is missing, Baba. You need to add the body.
Okay.
Okay, practice. Okay,
Okay.
where is the body? How would you add the body here? Now it's an interesting question. How would you add a body here?
So
Go to raw, and
yep,
Where is raw?
this one,
Yeah, and select what? JSON is correct?
this one. Yep.
Okay. No, that is not the body.
col-
That is not the body. That is the response body. We need to add the request body. Where
under
can we find the
curly
request body?
braces.
Okay. I'll do. I'll do
Okay,
it.
no worries. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. Let me share my screen now.
Mm.
Okay, resume presenting. Okay, so what we did here is, let me process these out. Where did we add it? Guys, close tab. Okay. Okay. The first thing that we are checking over here is we are checking if the status code, what we are expecting when we are creating a product, then it should be 201. Okay, 201 is the status code. That is what we expect. So it says the response should be 201. So this is what we are checking over here. The second thing is what exactly we are checking here is, as I said, I mean, any response which is more than 1000 milliseconds, then we can raise it as a performance issue, performance bug. So, what we are checking here is when we are sending this request, it should not increase 1000 milliseconds. Same, we have changed here 1000, and we have given a number of 1000 here. Okay. The third thing that we are checking here is the request should have content type as an header. Okay. The request should have in all the headers, there should be one header which will be named as content type. So let me see if we have content type or not. Okay. Headers. Do we have content type header? We do have it, right? So that is the reason it passed.
Yeah.
Now, let's say we uncheck this, and I think this will work. Let's see. Okay, this will work because this is a dummy thing, so this will work. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll change the body to what they say. What should I add it here to make the body status code to be not 201. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll yes,
Ashish,
yes.
yes, I don't have content type in headers,
You don't have
but
it?
yeah, but still I have content path.
It might be hidden,
path.
Nadia. It might be
Yeah,
hidden.
no, I opened the hidden ones. I have Postman token. I have cache control, host, user agent.
Which request type? Which request
Get
type you are using?
get
This one? Get one?
it's
Get a single product?
is no, it's something from another collection. Is from this damages and this. I think this pizza
Can you share
stuff.
your screen, please? Let me see.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, I'm sharing.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see your screen. Okay. Now this is, sorry, dummy JSON products category smartphones, and it's under products. Okay. Now could you please, and it is saved. Could you send the request once again, please? Click on send once again. No, the request that you were trying to send, where you have your test scripts. Send that one once again, please.
So I will send it. Oh, okay.
No, not this one. I don't think so that the script were added here. It was the last one, right? After delete. After delete, it was the one. This is the one, right? That you added your. Click on it.
Let me see.
Yeah, this
Yes.
is this is where you have added. Now click on send. Okay. So scroll a little up. I just want to see your results. Response results. Okay. One response time. And now could you please go to headers?
Up or down here?
Yeah,
Up.
the request headers. The request headers. Just slowly scroll up, please. Slowly scroll up. One, we have connection. Then, okay, we have connection. We have accept coding, postman token, cache control. Okay, still it shows as pass, right? Okay, let me see
It's
if
pass.
yeah, let me see. I mean, actually it should fail, but I'm not sure. As it being a dummy product, a dummy APIs, maybe that is the reason that it's passing the script. Let me try it at my end too.
Okay.
I just content
Should I stop
actually.
screen?
Yeah, yes, please. Thank you.
Okay. Welcome.
But when you are working in your projects, no, then if it happens, then you can raise a bug. You can definitely raise a bug. There's no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's no. I mean, there's no. What they say. I mean, there's no mistake in not raising a bug. Yes, here I think I too do not have a content type, but still it says content type is present. Header content type is present, but yeah, this is a dummy API. That is the reason it is giving this. And yeah, here I'll add another one, which is the response time. Okay, response time. I'll add response time here. Status code is fine. Status code 200, 200, and status code is 200, and we have 200, and status code 200 is passed. But here what I did is there's a special query parameter where we can delay the response. We can delay the response. Let me put this in the. You can delay the response as per your needs. Okay, you can. So this is a syntax. This is a code for it. So now I'm delaying the response to 2000 milliseconds. But what my script says that response time should be less than 1000 milliseconds. Let's see if this pass or fail. Okay, let me click on send. See, it failed. It
Yes.
failed, right? Okay.
Yes.
In the same way, let's see. We don't want 200. Okay, we want to see if this fails as well or not. Okay, I'll put after products, I'll put some X mark. Okay, I'll put not X mark, X. I'll add X and click on save. Now I'll run it. See, it failed. Okay, content type is also failed now. This is really weird, but okay, now ignore this content type thing. But yeah, status code is failed, and also response time is failed. So in the same way, you can play around with these three scripts. uh, did everyone understand, I mean, the usage of these three scripts? Or if you have any doubts, I can explain it again.
Yes, please, because you just,
Understood.
we just copied and paste, but we don't know why we use them and what is the use of them. Like,
Okay.
I know this, for example, for the timing,
Mm-hmm.
we know that it should not, it's because of the timing. We should not exceed 1000 milliseconds.
Milliseconds. Yes.
Otherwise, it does not pass. But,
Yeah.
like, what is the use of all these
Okay.
things in the corner, these scripts?
Okay. First thing, why exactly we use this? Why exactly we use the status code is 200? Because when we are running any request, and in the documentation, it is said that when you are running this request, the status code should be 200. So rather than checking manually here, we are also checking it from the script side, from the snippet. I can say snippets, which is an inbuilt Postman code, the code that they have written, which we can use under the scripts tab in order to check automatically as well, like if our response code is as per the documentation or not. That that is the usage of the status code script. And the second one is, if in our documentation it is stated that there should be a header which is named as content type, then rather than going to this headers and checking like, okay, do we have content type or not, so we can do this for any header. Okay, if you want to do, you can do it for this accept one as well. Okay, I'm not able to copy this, can I? No. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to copy the same, and I'm going to paste in here. And sorry, what was the header name? Accept, right? Okay, let me add it here. Accept. And here as well, we need to change it in two places. Let's see if this is available or not. Okay. Okay, accept is present. Expected response to have header with key accept. Okay, there's something wrong in here. It seems to be fine. Headers accept is fine.
Yeah, if accept exists already in the header, why it gives fail in the response?
Yeah. Expected response to have header with key. Accept. Oh, okay, this should pass. Actually, this should pass. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry. Sorry, I was confused. Okay. We need to, sorry, we are checking the response and not the request. Sorry, we are checking the response and not the request. So this content type should be present in the response headers, not at the top, sorry, in the response headers. I think I'm pretty sure it will be present in the here. Yeah, we do have it. We do have it. So we are checking the response and not the request. I'm really sorry. Okay. So now we do not have accept.
Yes,
Yeah.
I also have it in the response.
Which one? Accept?
No, content type options.
Yeah.
Do you remember? We didn't find it in the header in the request, but now I find it in the response.
Yes. So we are sorry, Nadia. So it's not request that we need to look into. It's not request header which we need to look into. We need to look
Mhm.
into response headers. In response
Yes,
headers,
yes.
it should be content type. So as we do not have
Mhm.
accept in response header, we can take any other one, like let's say vary. Okay, we'll go with vary. Let's see if this passes. Vary and vary. Okay. And save. Now let me run this. Yes, now it passed. Now we can see that vary is present. So I'm really sorry. It's the response which we need to look into. And now if I remove this delay thing, remove this delay parameter.
Ashish,
Yeah,
Ashish, please. This delay 2000. You added to the where from where you find it? You brought this URL that you added
this
to it.
yeah, this one is found in dummy JSON. If you go to dummy JSON,
But it's
mm,
not in the collection. No,
collection.
it's the
Yeah, it
same
is.
that we
It is.
took from collection. Is it the same? Yes.
Yeah,
That
it's
we
in the
put.
collection. I mean, you wanted to know the where I found this code, or
No, you added this code to something that's already the URL, this base URL already exists in this before. What is written before delay? From where you got it? From where you took it?
sorry, I didn't understand your question.
Okay, can you please just remove delay
Yeah,
2000
yeah.
equal
Let me
2000?
remove. Yeah,
Yeah,
let me
let's just
remove
see
it.
what was there before.
Okay.
Oh, this, what from where it comes? What is written? What is left here near gets? Is space URL product one
Mm-hmm.
slash one.
Mm-hmm.
From where you got it?
This
From
is
where you brought this?
one of the dummy JSON document in this products. When you go to products, when you go to get a single product, this is where I got it.
Ah, so it's the same that we have in the list in
Yeah,
the collection. Yeah,
yeah.
awesome. Okay, so yeah, okay. It's the
Okay,
same that
and
we worked on it before. Okay,
yes,
that we've
it's the
sent.
same. I haven't created anything new. And this
Okay,
base
thank you.
URL is a collection variable which I have created. We
Oh,
talked about this, right? Like we can
mm-hmm,
copy and then create a variable. Yeah, so I have used
mm-hmm.
base URL. Then now I give a query parameter which is delaying the response to 2000 milliseconds. Now, if you see, now everything passed because we have 676 milliseconds and vary is present in the headers, content type is present in the response headers, and status code is 200. Now we send it again. Now the response time should fail. Okay, response time is failed because we have delayed the response to 2000 milliseconds. So after 2000 milliseconds, it took 2654 milliseconds to get the response. So it's more than 2000. It's more than 1000. that is the reason this response time script, I mean, I can say assertion. We will be coming to assertions, but yeah, it has failed. So what I request is, I request you to just play around with this three. I mean, let me remove this again. These three scripts, one being status code, which should be as per the response, and one being the content type header, which should be present in the response headers, and one should be less, I mean, they should be less than 1000 milliseconds in order to get the response. Why exactly? What is the usage of this is, we need not to go ahead and manually check. We need not to check, okay, okay, what is the uh, time taken to see the response, and do we have the content type in here, and then the status code is 200. Where exactly these all come into picture is when we are doing automation, or when we are running these uh, collections from the command line tool. There we will not have an UI, like we cannot see if the response code is 200, and if we cannot see response time, we cannot see headers. There we do not have this thing, this UI part. That is the reason we have added, as of now we have just added these things, um, so that in you will get to know, I mean, you'll have some knowledge, like what exactly these scripts do, what exactly this code actually does. So just play around. One is for status code, one is for headers, and one is for response time. So is it clear? Is it clear? I mean, just add these under your request, every request, okay? Add it under every request, and make sure that your tests are passing. And you can also fail them by delaying the response to 2000, or then changing the URL or the endpoint with something else, and then seeing if the status code is also failing or not. And then the content type will also fail, because I think now we can see if we have the content type or not. Okay. Okay, we do not have content type in the response headers. That is the reason content type is also failing. Content type is also failing. Okay, so is it clear?
Yes.
Now, if it is not clear, you can ask me again. I'm happy to explain. If it is not clear, you can ask again. I'm happy to explain. Okay. Not just add them, just add these scripts, just add these scripts as of now under post response section, under the scripts tab. Okay, add these three things in the same way. Okay, I've added here, I've just changed it to 201, and the other things will all here you need to change it to I think I have given in the thousands only, right? Maybe I've given in thousands only. Yeah, I have given in thousands only. The only thing that you need to change is 201. And if there is any negative request that you have created, let's say add a product here. I have duplicated this, and let's say I'll name this as negative scenario. Okay, negative scenario. And then I'll remove the body completely. I'll not keep the body. And here I'll send this. Still it shows. Okay. This is strange. How would I say? Okay, then I can give it here X. I think this is better. Now send. Okay, there is 404 not found. So negative scenario, the response should be four. I mean, one of the response should be 404 not found, because the body, if we have removed body, still it gives a valid response, which is not correct. which is really not correct, but as it being a dummy product, so it's giving a valid result. But we can go ahead and change something else, and then try to send it. And now here there is one over here. So what we need to do here is, in order to make this pass, we just need to make sure here we give 404 and here 404. Now it's passed. Okay, so none.
Uh,
Yes.
oh, sorry. So for
Mhm,
posts, I did the same. I put the request and I sent, and then I went to body. The body is there,
mhm,
and it's in row. And then I put scripts. I pasted these three scripts that we have here
yeah.
there.
Mm,
But then when I went to test results,
mm.
it told me that there are no tests for this request.
Did you save the request?
No,
Please save
oh,
the
sorry.
request.
Yes, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. So the bottom line is, make sure the three scripts that you're adding, those should be passed. Those should be passed all the time until you make any changes in your request URL or in the body. Okay, like how I did here, I delayed it to 2000 milliseconds. Okay, so that is the reason that this got failed. Then here, negative scenario, what I did is I've changed the URL. I've changed the URL to something else. So here okay, let's say I want it as negative scenario. I still wanted it to be 200. Okay, I still wanted to, sorry, created, right? 201. Okay. So now I send it, but what I got, the response is 401. The This is correct. The 404 response is correct, but what I wanted is 201. That is the reason the status this status got failed. Okay, so this is just add them and see if you can, how far can you understand these things. I mean, it's if this we understood, right? Like it should be, any response should be less than 1000 milliseconds, and in the response header we should have content type as an header. You can also add your own ones. Okay, now let me come to headers. We see connection. Okay, we see connection, so we can go ahead and add connection also as well. If you want to add connection. Okay, I want to see connection as well. Okay, connection.
So
uh,
Ashish, um,
yeah.
we have to take everything that is in the header,
No,
and
no,
we
no,
try
not
to put
required.
them up
Not
but
required.
how we know that if it's possible?
I mean, see, it's only once. It's only once that you do.
Mhm,
Like uh, let's say you want to check if this connection header is present or not. Okay,
mhm,
then you
mhm.
add the script only once. You add the script only once, and then you send it. Now you will see three or four. Yeah, status. We have made X, so that is the reason. Let me scroll up. Okay, connection is present. Now next time when you're running this, when you close all these things. Sorry, what negative scenario, right? Now next time when you open this, you need not to go there and check. You just need to click on send, and you will see. Okay, connection is present. Connection is still present. We are getting the header which has connection, which is named as connection. So manually you need not to check it. The code will do work for you. It will check, like, if the connection request is present for you or not. Now you can also check one more. You can say, okay, I want to check if this. Yes, Nadia, you have a question.
Yeah, yes. I mean, for example, look here. There
Mhm.
are 22 headers, so
Mhm.
we have to do the same for all the
No,
22,
no,
not
no,
only for
not required.
connection. Not
Not required.
quite. Okay. Yeah.
Take your
Thank
choice. Not connection was my choice. Connection was my choice. You can select your own choice. You can select any one of these, any one of the ones from this 22. Content type, you can ignore content type and you can go for content length, or you can go for vary, or you can go for via, or you can go for x hyphen rate limit hyphen reset. Any of your choice, any of your choice of header. It's not
Okay, okay.
mandated that
Yeah.
you need to, and it's really not required that you select all 22 headers and script them here. It is really not required. uh,
It
yeah,
will
it is
become too
really not
long.
required. Yeah, it will be too long. And actually you can also add it here. To be honest, you can add under the same line as well. If you want, you can add them under the same line. You can add all 22 here, but it's really not required. It's just
And
time taking
and
process and
from
all.
that and from this in the site, this the
Mhm.
list in the site, should we take only these three, or we can select
No,
the
only
ones we want?
no. Only select these three as of now. Only select these three. Do not go for any others because we haven't discussed that. So please do not go for others. Only these three
Mm,
as of now.
okay.
One is
Yeah.
status code, another is response time, another one is header.
Content type.
Okay,
Mm,
content type. Yeah, header. Response to have header. Response to have
yeah.
response time, and response to have status. Okay, only these three. Let me delete this.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so make sure you're and play around with this. Play around with this. Now, how do we create our own documentation? Okay, for that, go to the collection. Okay, go to the collection. Click on this three dots. Then click on view documentation. Click on publish. You want me to repeat it again?
Yes, yes.
Okay, let me repeat this step again. Okay, come to the collection, click on three dots, then click on view documentation. Then at the top right hand corner, you will see publish icon. Click on this publish icon. Then a window, a browser window will open. Please wait, it might take time to load. Once it is opened, then scroll to the very bottom. Okay, you will find an option called publish. Click on publish. You will have your documentation created for your collection. How can you view your documentation is, there's a link created for you. Copy this link, go to the new tab, open new tab, paste that particular link and hit enter. There you go. Your documentation is created. This is how a Postman documentation looks. But this is so empty, right? Like you don't see any response here. It's just, I
Mm,
mean, very empty. If you see here, there's no response body. But this
yes,
is,
yes.
yeah, so this is how a
Mm,
documentation is created. Where exactly? And now you can unpublish this as well. You can come back to the previous screen where you have copied your link. You have an option of unpublish. Click on unpublish, so it will be unpublished. Then you will be not able to access your documentation anymore. Where exactly this documentation will be helpful is, let me show you one thing. Okay, here. That's, this is my collection. Okay, this is my collection where I have a positive scenario, negative scenario, negative scenario, negative scenario, multiple negative scenarios, then positive scenarios. So let's say after a month I left the company, okay, and I'm not working to the company anymore. If if I have created a documentation for this collection, and I have documented very precisely and very in a very clear manner, and provided it to the next testing person, then it will be easy for him to test my collection without any hiccups, I can say, or without any issues. So, and this negative scenarios, the blank username password, invalid password, user addition duplicated, these will not be documented in the what they say in the first document which has been provided to you by a BA. I mean, BA does not add any any negative requests in the documentation. Negative requests are created by the testers. So that is the reason, always have your own documentation created and make sure that it is written and has all the information in it. It is for your own good and for your own reference, and also when you are leaving the company or moving to a different project, you can provide that documentation to the another tester so that he can use that particular documentation and follow the documentation and uh, test the collection without any issues, test it with ease. So that is where, if you think that your collection has all the positive and negative scenarios and there are none more to be added, after every test is completed, after every request is added and completed, once you have run the collection, then go ahead and create a documentation. Okay, at the very last step should be creating a documentation. That is what is explained over here. API documentation. How do you create, and then you can share it with your colleagues or your testers contact anyone, then they will be using your documentation. Okay, now, is this clear? How do we create a documentation?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay,
But
and
Ashish, I have
mm,
still problem. I don't know how to make a negative scenario.
negative scenario. Okay, how would I say it? Okay, okay,
Or a negative, yes.
uh, how would I say negative? Okay, let's say, okay, let me open this. Let me open this JPEG store. Okay, okay. Here the positive scenario is J2EE and J2EE. Okay, this is the positive scenario. I mean, I'm using the right username and the right password, right? So I've
Yes.
clicked on login, which is a positive scenario. Now, what will be the negative scenarios here? Can you tell me what will be the negative scenarios here?
You put the username that is maybe not correct, or the
Okay,
password is not correct. There are two.
okay, let's say password, we will keep it as correct, and username not correct. Now I'll try to log in. What should be the scenario? What should be the outcome?
Not login. Cannot
Okay,
log in.
yeah. See, invalid username or password, sign on failed. So this is one of the negative scenario. Now I'll put the username correctly, but the password I'll put it invalid. Okay. Now
Mm.
what should be the outcome?
Also not login. Cannot log in.
So we got the same.
Mm.
This is the
Mhm.
second. Okay. Now I'll keep this username blank. I'll only provide password.
Awesome.
I'll click on login.
Mm.
Did I log in?
No,
So this is
you cannot.
another negative scenario.
Mm.
Now what I'll do is, I'll username, password I'll keep blank. I'll click on login.
Also,
So another negative.
mm.
Now what I'll do is I'll keep both blank. I'll try to log
Also
in.
negative. Mm.
Negative. Now what I'll do is, this is when you're logging in. Okay, this is when you're trying
Mm.
to log in. But
Mm.
when I want the URL, I want the URL to be tested negative way, in a negative way. what I'm going to do here is, this is the URL. Okay, let me copy this.
Mm.
Notepad. Okay. So what negative scenario can I add? Can I make it in the URL?
I don't know. That is my problem.
Okay, no worries. Here, this is a valid URL. This is a correct URL, right?
Um, I don't think, because this comes from the when you put, for example, username that
Okay.
is not correct. So it means, and you try to
Okay.
log in. It means the URL changed. It means that is URL for negative scenario. Yes.
No. Okay. Let me do one thing. Google.com. Okay. Is this a valid URL? Google.com,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
right? Google.com is a valid URL. Okay. Correct
Mm-hmm.
URL. Correct spelling. Correct URL. Now, what can we make this URL bad so that we can check in a negative way?
We add something after .com.
Okay. Let's say after Google, we'll add
Mm-hmm.
ASDF. Okay.
Okay.
Or after .com. Yeah, let's go with after .com. Oh, sorry. Let's go with ASDF here. Do you think this will work?
No, no, no.
So this is one of the negative scenarios. Okay, let me try this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
See, it didn't work. Now,
Mm-hmm.
there might be another thing. Let's say we will remove E here. Okay. And we'll keep all the things. Okay.
It's also a network.
This also doesn't work, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, it doesn't work. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to make all this correct, google.com, but we'll remove the security part. Okay. We'll keep http google.com. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if it works.
I think it will work.
Why did it work? The reason being, let me copy this and paste it here. See, it converted HTTP to HTTPS automatically. That is the reason it
Mm-hmm.
worked. If it didn't convert it, if that technology was not present, then it would have not worked. So these also come under the negative scenarios. There can be infinite number of negative scenarios which you can come across. Or here, rather than www, you can say zzz. Okay. Let me try this. Okay. Let me keep this s back again. Copy. Okay.
So the use of these negative scenarios is to check if any change in the syntax of URL, how much it will
Yes.
affect. Okay.
Yes. Now, let's say, okay, this is how we access Google, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we type www.google.com, this is how we will access Google website, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Now, do you think when we type zzz.google.com, we should be access google.com?
No.
No. But if we are typing zzz.google.com, if it still redirects to the google.com, then that is a security issue. That is a bug. That is a negative scenario which is passing, which is not correct, So that is
Yes.
how we need to test it. Now, in the same way, in the JPET store, if in sign in, if we give some random username and random password, and when we click on login, if it logs in,
Mhm.
then that is invalid. We should raise a bug stating that I'm trying to test a negative scenario where I'm giving an invalid username and password, but still I'm able to log into the website, which is not correct. In the same way, not Postman, in APIs as well, when we are adding a user, Okay, here the username is all good. So that is the reason it did create 201 created. The username got created. But here, let me go with invalid password. Here, password I'm giving something random. Something random I'm giving. Okay. Let me remove those spaces. Do you think this should create a user?
No.
Huh. So it
So it's
didn't.
how you make the negative scenario is by changing here in the body in
Correct.
in
Correct.
yeah, that was
For
my question
post,
because like
okay.
mm,
For post, we change
you,
in the, not only in the body, you can change in the URL as well. You can change in the URL as well. But I think for
mm,
URL, don't go for posts. Don't change the URL in the post thing because you already have a body where you can go ahead and change it. But when it comes to get, try to change a URL. Try to change the URL and see if it works.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, now
Like
it's clear. Yeah.
amazing. Okay.
Yes. Yeah,
So
yeah.
go with
Thank you.
invalid URL. Anything, whichever comes to your
So,
mind, create it, copy it, duplicate it, and then work
mm.
on it. It
and
will be fun.
and for puts and posts that they have body, we change only in the body, and for gets and deletes we change in the URL. Yes.
It's not mandatory. I mean, it's not a rule that we only change in the URL. And for post and put, we only change the body. Uh, we can try in post as well. We can change the URL. In put also, we can change the URL. In get, we might not come across body for 99%, but 1% where we come across body, change in the body. Like I don't think so. We have something in body here. Okay. Yeah, you can change in the, if you find body, then change in body. Same goes for the delete as well. Same goes for the delete as well. And in put, there is one more method which we are missing here. What is that method, please? Get is done, post is
mm,
done, put is done, delete is done. There's one more method.
Patch.
Yes. Does patch have body?
No.
Huh? Sorry?
Yes.
mm,
Yeah. Patch does
let's
have
think.
body. Okay.
Because I remembered only these two that we use much.
No. Patch does have body. Okay, let me
But we
show
no
it
need
to
to
you.
send the entire body.
Sorry?
In patch, we no need to send entire body.
Yes. I mean, no. Body, we will have body, but what they say, we will be not changing the complete resource. We will be not changing the complete data. We will be changing only one data. Like, what is the difference between put and patch is, if okay, if I'm using put, then I'll be changing my first name, last name, address, date of birth, age, height, uh, and what else? Weight, and yeah. But in patch, I'll be only changing any one of it. Either I will be changing first name or last name or age or address, or this is or here. In patch, it's or, but input, it's everything. We will be changing everything. So see, Nadia, see in patch as well, we will be having body. Okay, patch also has a
Yes, I
separate
see
body.
it. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
mm,
Hmm.
yeah, thank you. Mm.
So we are clear till here, right?
Yes, very clear. Thank
Okay,
you.
and I think I have this authentication and path variable as well. Let me do this path variable first, then I'll go to this authentication if I have time. Path variable is quick, to be honest. Okay, path variables. Um, I, to be honest, I didn't find any example for this path variables, but today Akash did share some of the demo APIs which we can work on. And also, Nadia did share, sorry, what was it? Weather API documentation. See if you can find the path variable, how exactly a path
Mm.
variable is defined in a in a request URL is either it will be in curly braces, single, okay, not double. Double curly braces is for, why do we use double curly braces?
For storing string values.
Variables.
Variables, yes. For creation of variables and also accessing variables, we use double curly braces. But when coming to path variables, we use single curly braces. Now, where exactly this path variables we can see, where exactly can we see this path variables? Okay, let me copy this and let me, I think I can use this one only. Okay, those are tabs and workspaces, pivot, yeah. Demo, add request. Okay, okay. Path variable. Okay. Here we only have query parameters here, right? We only see query parameters. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add this. Okay, I'm going to add this. It's get. When I'm adding this and saving it, okay, why don't I see? Oh my god, okay. Should create. Okay, let me go at it in a different way. It's not accepting. Do you see? There's a new section added here. New section added. So,
Yes, Ashish.
so I'm not sure why exactly this is not working. I think I need to raise a bug because this is how uh, Postman does. Let me do this. Let me try this one. Let me try this one. Let's see if this works. No, it doesn't work too. Let me give it a single and see if I have something to show where I can. Okay, now we can add values in here and then we can test them. Same like query parameters. It is same like query parameters, but query parameters have question mark. Query parameters have question mark and let me open here. Let me remove this. Okay, query parameter has starts with question mark, then key equal to value. Okay, then ampersand, then key equal to value. In this way, we have query parameters, right? But for path parameters, it's colon and then only key, no value here, only key. Then forward slash colon only key. We don't give value here. We don't give value here. We only give the key. Only give the key. Now when we give value here, let's see. Let's see if it updates. It doesn't. See, it doesn't update over here. It only repo name, I can say demo. So this is how you use path variables, but I'm I've come very less across this path variables. But yeah, there's one option which is path variables. And this is a documentation. You can go through this. Let me see if I can find one. I want this. Okay, let me see. Bookstore. In bookstore, you do have one. Huh. In bookstore, you have one, right? Book to user. No, it doesn't have it. Huh. In here. Okay. If let's say, but we haven't covered authentication. Yes. Still, we haven't covered authentication. Hmm. How can I find the I think here I can find doesn't have it. Okay, no worries. Let me see if I can find any in my research, if I find any path variables which and what I'm going to do here is, let me put this authentication part aside. We'll do it after coming from that okay. Authentication, will do it in the later part. So in the same way as the query parameters, as we use query parameters, in the same way we will be using path variables as well when required. And the only difference is query parameters start with question mark and it has key and value, but whereas path variables start with after forward slash, it is after forward slash, starts with colon, then it will only have key. It will only have key. No value will be displayed in the URL. Once you have this colon, where exactly it is? Hmm. Once you have this colon over here, let me remove this colon and 1, then you will see here, you will see the, let me put this product number. You can create in this way as well and give it a value of 1, save it, run it. It should see it's still here. So if you want to add path variables, you can do in this way, but it will be of very less use. To be honest, path variables are used very less. So that is the reason the section itself is hidden. Only when you manually, when you really need it, then only it will be appearing in the Postman params tab, or else it's always hidden. So this is how a path variable is used. And how exactly can you know that we should use path variables in our request or not? How exactly we would know? How exactly we would know? Okay, how exactly we would know like we should use query parameters in our in our request or not?
From documentation.
Same way, good. Same way, from the documentation, always read the API documentation. If a path parameter is required, then the documentation will mention this. If the path parameter is not required, then the documentation will not mention it, and there's no need of adding a path parameter in your request. Okay, there's no need. Only when the documentation says that we need to use a path variable, then please go ahead and use the path variable either in colon or in a single curly brace, but I'm not sure why exactly single curly brace is not working. So go with colon, and then the path variable name, the key, and then give a value in the same way. Here I've given a key name, which is a product number, and then the value has been given here. Then I have added it, ran the request, sent the request, then it got successful. Then if you want to delete a product, same way, product number is 1. So what I'm going to do here is, I'm going to remove this collection variable. I'm going to give a colon, then I'll give the same name, product number, save it. So this is a key, okay, key, but we need to give a value for it. What will be the value? What product number that we want to delete? It is the value 1. One value product number that we want to delete it. So I click on that and it gives. So we need to see is deleted true. Understood? Hello?
Yes, yes. Yes,
Sure.
yes.
Okay. So it's always written in the documentation. It's always written in the documentation that if we need to use the path variable or not. Query parameters are used a lot. I mean, we will be using query parameters a lot. Path variables, very rare, very, very rare. The reason being why exactly we use parameters very rare is because we already have collection variables. We can create the same can be done in the collection variable. Okay, if we go to the collection variable, it does the same job. So that is the reason path variable is mostly ignored. But in the documentation, if it says that we have to use it, then please go ahead and use it. Okay. So that is all for today. And yeah, whatever links that you have, whatever uh, documentations that you get, practice them, create a workspace, create a collection, create a folder, and create a requests, and add negative scenarios, which is really, really, really important when it comes to testing, because what is present in the documentation, we put those requests and test them is really not enough. That is not at all API testing. We have to add negative scenarios. We should have negative scenarios in our collection. And then create variables, create inbuilt Postman variables, add query parameters, play with them, add path variables if you find any examples and play with them, and add scripts, the 3 scripts which I have given, and then play with them. So workspace, collection, folder, adding requests, all requests, okay? Get, post, put, patch, delete, all those requests, and negative scenarios for all those requests in the same collection, and then checking each and every response code, response message. This is a code which is 200, message is okay, and checking the response time, checking the size, and checking headers and body, checking the headers and body. Okay. And then creating collection variables, creating Postman inbuilt variables, not only creating them, using them in other requests as well. And then, yeah, query parameters, creating them and using them, path variables, creating them and using them. So before I start again on 10th, I expect everyone doing it in a very quick manner, in a very, very quick manner. Okay. There should be no delay. There should be no delay at all. And use this also random endpoint and the delay response endpoint. Use this extra features which we have. And what else? What else we have discussed? Body, nothing else, right? Environment, create an environment and see if you can test in that environment. What else we have discussed? Nothing else, right?
Different kind of environments, like global,
Yeah,
like
yeah. So create different kind of environments and then test in that too. Try to create a collection in that environment and add requests and then test them. So I expect that everyone should be very quick. When I say create a folder, add requests, it should be very quick. And when I say add body, it should be quick. Change the body, it should be quick. So yeah, So practice whenever you have time. So have a lovely vacation and see you all Monday of 10th next month.
Okay, Ashish.
Okay, thank you, Ashish.
Thank you so much.